I'm back. I gotta make sure I don't like turn the heat up in the car too much, because if I do, it'll overheat the phone. Just because. I don't know. Has that updated yet? No. Alright. I need to go get gas. And the gas station that I wanted to go to closes. I think at 10. I'm not sure. We will see. That's a neat looking car. Actually, I like the way that car looks. I wonder what kind of car it is. Probably gonna think I'm a weirdo if I go drive by it though, because there's an exit to the parking lot right here. So if I go drive by it, that car's still sitting there with their hood open. I hope they're okay. Like, I feel bad because I saw them with their hood open like a couple hours ago, and I don't know. I hope they're alright. Maybe they're waiting for like AAA. If they're waiting for AAA, they'll probably be waiting for 6 months, because AAA sucks. I don't have AAA anymore, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, unfortunately, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. I keep thinking like, oh, maybe I'll get AAA again, but then I'm like, I remember how useless they were. Although on the plus side, if you do have AAA and you pull over, like, because your car's malfunctioning or whatever, and then AAA doesn't show up for 8 hours, and you have to be towed. Like, the police tell you that they have to tow you because you're in a quote-unquote unsafe area. I roll. They end up, hello, how are you? AAA ends up reimbursing the tow. However, they don't reimburse the storage fees or the taxes or any of the other stuff. The only thing they reimburse is the actual tow, which is infuriating, because in my opinion they should be reimbursing everything, because it is their fault that you had to be towed by the police in the first place, because they didn't show up. They didn't show up for a service that you pay for. So it's, I don't know. Last year, was it last year? What was the year before? I don't remember. I think it was last year. Last year, no. I think one of the times was, no, actually both of the times were in 2023, because it was before my dad sold the house. So twice in 2023, AAA didn't show up when I called them. Actually, no, one of them was actually last spring. So, but yeah, the first time they didn't show up, I was stranded on the side of the road. I had hit a curb, which, yes, I know that was my fault, but I hit the curb and busted my tire. And because I busted my tire, and because I had my spare tire already on my car, I needed a tow because I didn't have another spare tire in my car to put on it. And so I called AAA. They told me that they would be there within 2 hours. Oh, so much trash in the road. Why? They told me they'd be there within 2 hours. They were not. 2 hours later, I call back. Where are they? You should be the next call. Okay. A couple hours later, I call back again. Mind you, this is like 4 hours later. They're like, yeah, they don't have anybody to come until first shift, so you're gonna be waiting until like 7 a.m. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I've already been waiting 4 hours, and I'm in a pretty populated area. It makes no sense. And you also told me that they'd be here. She's just like, yeah, I'm really sorry, but you're gonna have to wait for first shift. And I'm like, okay. So I ended up falling asleep while waiting for them to show up, because when I hit my tire, it was like, I don't know, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. So, no, it was earlier than that. Maybe like 10 or 11, maybe 10 or 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, probably about 11. So 12, 1, 2, 3. So it was like 3 o'clock in the morning when she's telling me that I have to wait till 7 o'clock. So I ended up, I'm sitting there waiting, and my car battery dies from my hazards being on. And because I dozed off while waiting because I was tired because I worked all day. And I had my hazards on because I was on the side of the road, and because I fell asleep with my hazards on, it killed my battery in my car. And I get a knock on my window, and I open my window. Well, I open my door because my battery was dead, and I have power windows, not roll down windows, like not hand crank. So I'm like, I look at the cop, and I'm just like, hello? And the cop's like, are you alright? And I'm like, yeah, I'm just waiting for AAA. And they're like, well, how long have you been waiting? I'm like, what time is it? And then she was like, I want to say it was like about a little before 7 o'clock maybe. And she was like, and I was like, well, I've been waiting since like 11 o'clock last night. But I was like, they said that they'd be coming around 7. And she's like, well, it's around 7 now and they're still not here. So we're going to have to tow you because you've been here for a long time. I was like, okay, why can't I just wait for AAA? And she was like, oh, because it's unsafe, quote unquote, for you to be here. And I'm like, it's not that busy of a road, and I'm off to the side, and I'm out of the way. I don't understand why I can't just stay here. But they didn't give me the option, and I had to move. And because I had to move, and I could not move my car. Yeah, so they ended up having me towed, and then because they had me towed, I had to pay. And literally, like, the cop was nice enough to bring me home, thankfully. But once she brought me home, I ended up getting like a thing from AAA saying that my driver is there. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I'm home now, but my car's an impound. Thanks for nothing, guys. Yeah, I'm still mad about that. I have to get out and pump gas because I don't know what time they're gonna shut off the pumps, because they're closing, I think, in about 5 minutes. So give me a minute. the Upside app lied. The Upside app said the gas here was $2.70. It's $2.79. Like, damn, if I knew it was gonna be 9 cents more, I would have went to the other place. Because at the other place it was $2.79 and I'd get 3 cents back. So I was thinking, okay, I'd pay $2.70 instead and get 1 cent back. Whatever. Upload receipt. Get Upside. It didn't even flash. Is your entire receipt? No, technically not, I guess. Hold on. Lose receipts and go back. Upload receipt. Turn on the flash. There we go. Oh shit. It got dark real quick. They in a hurry to go home, apparently. It's the entire receipt inventory, yes. Last card type, last 4 digits shown. Card type, no, but last 4 digits, yeah. Is there an address? Yes. Is there a date and time? Yes. Did you purchase between 7/23 and 11/23? Yes. Is gallons purchased showed? Yes. Is total paid showed? Yes. Upload. Yay. We're processing your cash back. You'll be notified in 2 to 4 days when it's ready. How about, is there any way to like update the yeah, okay. What was it? $2.79. Mid grade $3.27. Premium $3.55. And diesel. I think that's the diesel price, $3.75. Wait, I just $2.79, $3.27, $3.55, and $3.75. Update. Thanks for helping others. Your contribution has been submitted. Back to offer. Alright, cool. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, 1 of 9. I just have to get gas 9 more times and I get 10 cents. Woo! Sorry. Don't mind me while I talk to myself. Like a freaking weirdo. Spent $20.73. What? No, I spent $15.50. Excuse you. Wrong information. Fake news. What's my mileage? Alright. What do we got? Come on. You can do it. Alright, we'll fill up this trunk first. So I have an app where I track my gas mileage, and I've been using the same app since I bought my car 5 years ago. Almost 5 years ago. Shit, I gotta get air in my tire. Do they have an air pump here? Over there in that creepy dark corner. That's fantastic. And of course I have to pee again. Sorry for the TMI, if anybody's actually watching. Service belt minder. Yeah, I know. Shut up. Gallon is 5.536. 3, 6. No, that's a 9. 6. 279.9. 15.50. No, I'm just annoyed because there was another offer on the app that if I got it, it would have been, the price for gas was $2.79, but I would have gotten 3 cents back a gallon instead of 1 cent back a gallon. And this one said it was $2.70, and then I would have gotten 1 cent back a gallon. So thinking, yeah, it's less baht per gallon, but it's also cheaper initially too. So I was like, that's cool. So I'll go there. Unfortunately, when I got here, it was $2.79 per gallon. So if I'm only getting 1 cent back, I'm still paying $2.78 for the gas. In theory, like after the after the refund or whatever. But if I had gone to the other place, it would have been 76 a gallon. I mean, it's only 2 cents difference, which I know isn't that big of a deal for most people, but I'm cheap, so, and broke and cheap, so therefore it is important to me. 159,453. 453. Wow, I'm almost to 160,000 miles. Imagine that. When I bought my car, it had about 80,000 miles on it. Alright, and I will scan this receipt into my stupid other apps. So I'm going to do that right now. Ugh. I don't know. Part of me really just does not want to drive down to Newport right now because it's almost, well, I'll get down there by like 11 o'clock. But, I mean, on the plus side, it is busy. However, I will need to find a restroom at some point. How'd you know? We'll figure it out. 473. Do 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 do. Alright. Dang, it still hasn't showed up. Oh, it finally did. $39? That's it? What? I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna sign up for another one. So I've been doing, so there's these things called diet bets, and I've been doing them just because they're fun and you win money. So I was contemplating doing another one, but I don't know, this past one was kind of meh. So I'm not sure if I want to do another one or not. I mean, they're kind of fun depending on the game. I mean, I haven't really been super invested in it because, like, other ones, like, the people in the comments and everything are actually usually super supportive and they're very nice and this, that, and the other thing, whatever. But, do you need cash for this air thing? Or is it... see. $2 for air? Are you high? Holy shit. Like, $2 cash for air. I've seen, like, the credit card ones be $2 because, like, I mean, I kind of get it because, like, credit card fees and shit, but, like, bro. What? For air. I remember when I was a kid, air used to be, like, 25 cents. Or if you went inside and talked to the people nicely, they would just, like, turn the machine on for free for you. But no, apparently now you gotta pay $2 for air. Next year it'll be like $7 for 4 minutes of air. Fuck. I mean, if it was during the day, I could go to like one of those, what do they call it, like tire places or like car fixer places, car shops, whatever. I can't think of the word, but where like they fix cars. garage. Yeah, that's it. And be like, hey, can you put air in my tires? And usually they're really nice, and if they're not busy, they'll do it for you. However, I don't want to be that girl. I am that person where if I know how to do it and if I am physically capable of doing it myself, I will do it. I don't want to be that stereotypical girl that goes, oh no, I don't want to get my nails dirty. And like not do it. Like, I will normally, like, for example, if I get a blowout in a tire and I have a spare tire in my car, I will generally change my own tire even when I have AAA instead of calling AAA for two reasons. One, because I'm not waiting 8 hours for somebody to come change my tire. And two, I can do it myself. Why do I need somebody else to come do it? The only time I've ever called AAA to come change my tire for me is when the last person who put my tire on used a, what is it called? I can't think of what it's called, impact wrench or whatever, to put my tire on, like to do the bolts, which made them on so tight that the what I was using to try to get my tires off was bending, and I couldn't get like my tires. I couldn't get the bolts undone. So because of that, that one time I did actually have to call AAA because I just couldn't get them off on my own. Since then, a good friend of mine actually bought me one of those, I forget what they're called, but it's like, it has the wrench thingies on it, the sockets on it, but there's like 4 of them. I know what they're called, I just can't think of the word off the top of my head. ADD strikes again. But I don't know why there's so much trash in this road. It's like somebody like dropped their trash, like their actual like trash bag from their house or something. But yeah, so he ended up getting one of those. So like the past few times that I have needed to change my tire, I've been able to, except for when my spare tire is already on my car. But oh yeah, so then after, so the cop pulled obviously, like, so to continue that story, when the cop had, you know, come to my window, she had also asked me for my, license and registration, which I had given her my license and registration. And when after she was like, oh, we have to have you towed, da 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 da, like, I can give you a ride, yada yada yada. I was like, alright, whatever. So then, as we're walking to the cruiser, she's like, just so you know, your license is canceled. And I'm like, what do you mean it's canceled? And she's like, I don't know, it's canceled. And I'm like, why? She's like, I don't know. She's like, it just, when I run your license, it says it's canceled. I was like, what could cause it to be canceled? And she's like, I have no idea. She's like, I don't think I've ever seen that before. I was like, yeah, I've never heard of that before either, because nobody told me it was canceled. And she's like, that's really strange. You should call the registry once they open, because at that point they were still not open yet. And I was just like, yeah, I'll definitely do that. So I, waited until they opened, and then I called the registry, and I'm like, hey, why is my license canceled? Like, what's going on with this? And they're like, oh, well, did you get an ID in another state or anything? And I'm just like, well, I got an ID in Florida, but not a license. And they're like, well, that'll do it. And I'm like, so getting an ID, not a license in another state, will cancel your driver's license? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, since when? He's like, I don't know, since I've worked for the registry. And I'm like, what's that, been a year? Like, I don't fucking know you. Like, the hell? I was so mad. And I'm like, and the only reason why I got an ID in Florida is because I misplaced my Massachusetts driver's license, and I needed some form of ID while I was in Florida. So I got an ID in Florida because I needed an ID. And apparently, I had actually originally asked them if I could just get a license in Florida, like transfer my license. But because I didn't physically have my license with me, they were like, well, no, because you need your physical license. I'm like, well, I misplaced it. And normally, like, if I didn't need the ID right away, I could have, ordered a replacement license from Massachusetts, and then once it arrived, then went to the registry and showed them my license, and then got it transferred. But I didn't have time for that. So I had just been like, okay, well, I'll just take the actual ID for now. And then, well, actually, no, I asked him if I know my license number, can you look it up? Because, like, I'm sure if I got I don't have a license with me, but I know the number, no problem. So, or if I went through a light, they'd be able to send me a freaking bill, no problem. But anyway, so she looked it up and she said she couldn't find it. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I ended up just getting the ID, and she's like, if you do end up finding your Massachusetts license, just come back and show us the license, and we'll be able to switch it out for the license, no problem. Like, switch out the ID for the license. I'm like, cool, no problem, sounds good. So then I ended up having to move back to Massachusetts, and so I ended up finding my Massachusetts license, and I had been meaning to go down to the registry to switch my license to Florida, like with my Florida ID and my Massachusetts license, to switch it over. But then I ended up having to move back to Massachusetts, so I was like, well, fuck it, why am I going to switch my license back to Florida if I'm about to be moving back to Massachusetts anyway? So, like, what's the point? So I was like, the heck with it. And the reason why I didn't think that there was an issue with having an ID in one state and a license in another state, like, I knew you weren't allowed to have two different licenses, but was because growing up, my grandpa had an ID in Florida and a license in Massachusetts because he owned property in Florida, and in order to be able to get cheaper tickets to, like, Disney and stuff, he had a Florida ID. Because back now you can actually just show your, like, deed or lease or whatever, and you can get your discounted tickets. Like, you don't actually have to have an ID. You can just show, like, that you're a resident in another way. But back then, I don't know if they allowed that. But anyway, so he ended up, so he had a Florida ID and a Massachusetts license, and to my knowledge, he didn't, like, lose his Massachusetts license when he got a Florida ID. So I'm assuming they changed the law at some point since he had that. But I didn't know that they changed the law, so I didn't think anything of it. So then I came back to Massachusetts, and, driving around. I had been in Massachusetts for over 6 months at that point when I damaged my tire. And so I had been driving for 6 months, well, actually over 6 months, with no license. And nobody told me. Like, Massachusetts never sent me a notice. They never sent me anything. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, what if something happened? Like, what if I got into an accident and somebody got hurt? Like, what if I got into an accident anyway? But, like, what if I got into an accident and somebody got hurt? Like, that's ridiculous. And the other crazy thing is, too, my car was still registered and insured to me. Last I knew, you actually had to have a driver's license in order to have a car registered and insured to you, at least in Massachusetts. But I could be wrong. I don't know. But anyway, so I was talking to the guy on the phone, and I'm like, okay, well, what do I have to do to fix this? Like, how do I fix my license? He says to me, well, you have to go down to the registry. Well, you have to go online. You have to make an appointment. Then you have to come down to the registry, and you have to take your permit test. And then after you take your permit test, you have to make an appointment and get your license, take a driving test. I was like, are you kidding me? I've had my license for over 20 years, and you're going to make me go through the whole shit like I'm 16 again? Or 17? Whatever? Like, that's insane. And he's just like, yeah, that's what you're going to have to do. I'm like, so you're telling me that if I do something wrong and I get my license revoked or suspended, I just have to pay a fee to get it fixed. But if I get an ID in another state, I have to go through the entire process of getting my license again as if I never had one and pay an exuberant amount, not exuberant, but like a lot of money. And he's just like, yeah. And I was like, that's stupid and it makes no sense. He's like, I don't make the rules. And I'm like, I don't say you do. I'm just complaining to you. Like, the fuck? I was so mad. Like, beyond mad. And I'm like, and at the time, because the state of Massachusetts never, like, went back to normal after COVID, I mean, like, still, I think you have to, like, make reservations to go to the registry. You can't just walk in. I don't know. It's stupid. But at the time, they were booking out for permit tests like a month or two, and then for license test, like the driving test, was even further. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And they're like, he's like, no, that's what it is, what it is. And I was like, that's not right. So it was cheaper and easier for me to book a flight to Florida and go down to Florida for 2 days. So I booked a flight. I flew down to Florida, spent one night in Florida, went to the RMV. Like, so I flew down to Florida. That day I got to Florida, I like did some stuff around Florida, like around the Orlando area, and then spent the night in Florida. The next day I got up, I went to the RMV or DMV, whatever the fuck they call it there, and I walked in. I went, hi, I'm trying to switch my, actually I tried to go the day before, and the first day I got there, and I couldn't because they had already had all their tickets for the day, so like there wasn't a slot for me before they closed. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I had to go the next day. So I came the next day and I got there earlier, and so I went in. Like, literally I walked in, explained to her, I was like, oh yeah, so I misplaced my Massachusetts license, so I got a Florida ID, and they were going to switch my license, but she couldn't find me in the system. But she said if I ever found like the physical copy, I could just come down with both and I'd get a Florida license. Obviously I'd have to pay a fee. And the lady was like, okay, no problem. So she literally was like, okay, but I have to take another picture. I was like, that's fine. So I'm sitting there and she takes my picture, which is a terrible picture, but she takes my picture and I'm like, all right, oh my god. She takes my picture, and then like 2 minutes later, 2 minutes and a fee later, like I think it was like $25. 2 minutes and $25 later, I had a license, and then from there I ended up just flying back to Massachusetts, and that's why I have a Florida license and not a Massachusetts license. I mean, I do intend eventually to move back to Florida anyway, so, and everyone's like constantly, well, do you plan on getting your Massachusetts license again? Fuck that. No. Because why? Why would I do that? With a Florida license, I can get discount tickets to Disney. I can get discount, like, and I also intend on moving back to Florida. So instead of switching my license to Massachusetts, paying a fee, then switching it back to Florida and paying another fee, like, I might as well just keep it in Florida and whatever. I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't really make much sense to me. But, I mean, maybe I will eventually switch it to wherever I end up, but I don't plan on staying in Massachusetts, so I don't know. And also, like, Massachusetts does dumb stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It just really made me mad that they literally canceled my license without telling me. And the craziest part too is, like I said, I was still registered and insured in Massachusetts. Like, how am I registered and insured when, like, your insurance is based usually on your driving record? If I have no license, how do I don't know. It makes no sense to me. And honestly, like, I think if they do cancel your license and stuff like that, they should notify you. They shouldn't just be like, well, canceled, and then not tell anybody. Like, that's insane. Because, like, if I got pulled over, like, I would get in significant amount of trouble for driving unlicensed. Oh my god, I saw that lady with, like, her hand in the air, and, like, her hand, like, pointed a certain way, and I literally thought she had a gun in her hand for a second, and I was like, oh my god, is the store getting robbed? And then I realized that she just had her keys in her hand, and then I felt real stupid. St. Augustine, Florida. I mean, I like St. Augustine. St. Augustine's really nice. I grew up going to stay in St. Augustine Beach, like, very frequently. But, like, at least every couple of years as a kid. I think we used to go every year, honestly. I think we would go and we would spend like a week at Disney and a week in St. Augustine, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, though. Actually, no, because sometimes we would stay in Orlando. No, we would stay in Orlando when we were at Disney, because we didn't stay on property. We stayed in timeshare that my grandparents owned. So, yeah, I think we would go and we'd spend a week in St. Augustine and a week at Disney. Up until I was about 7, and my dad got sick, and we stopped going. But yeah, we used to go kind of often. Like, so we didn't go like every year, but we went somewhat frequently. Because my dad would let me pick as a kid. He'd be like, do you want to go camping during the summer, or do you want to go to Disney? And so sometimes I would pick camping over Disney because I love camping. And also, if we went camping, we could camp longer because it's cheaper. So we could camp. And what my family would usually do is they would go and get like the same site, but you're only allowed to book the site for 2 weeks. So, like, my dad would book it for 2 weeks, then like my grandma would book it for 2 weeks, and then my grandpa would book it for 2 weeks, and then yeah, so we'd be there for like 6 to 8 weeks, and it was pretty great. And my dad would, like, go and come from work, and like, because he only had a certain amount of time off, so he would take his time off. But then once he ran out of time off, if we're still on the site, he would go to work and come back, and I'd stay with my grandparents, because my grandparents were retired. Well, my grandpa was retired at the time, but my grandma, she was like partially retired, so like she would sometimes work, but I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, so we'd be able to camp a lot longer, and I loved camping, and I will literally go and hang out at the campground that I grew up going to. Like, I was there a lot this past summer, because it's a drive, but it's not like crazy far. It's like an hour and a half to 2 hours from where I grew up, so depending on traffic. I mean, if you're speeding, you can do it in like probably about an hour, but I wouldn't suggest it. But in the summer, it's a bit more traffic, so like in the winter, you can probably get there in about an hour if you're going over the speed limit. In the summer, you're probably not going to go over the speed limit because of the traffic. But I don't know, I grew up going there, so like even as an adult, like any chance I get to go camping there, I do. This past summer, I didn't actually camp there, but I did frequently go there, so it was nice. I haven't spent much time in Jacksonville. I've driven through it many times, but I've never stayed there. I don't know. I know I've gotten off the highway a couple of times to go like into Jacksonville, but it was more because I needed like gas or whatever. Don't they have a Buc-ee's in Jacksonville now? I want to say I heard that they built a Buc-ee's in Jacksonville or near Jacksonville. I know there's a Buc-ee's in Daytona, and I know that they were building one near Orlando, which is pretty freaking great. I'm sorry, I love Buc-ee's. And like, if they built one up here, I'd be so happy. Maybe that can be one of my bucket list things, to go to all the Buc-ee's around the country. A weird ass goal, but why not? I mean, there's not that many of them. Most of them are in Texas, from what I understand. But yeah, maybe I'll do that someday. Maybe when I finally get to go and live my nomad life. I don't know. I think I'd like to get a van first. definitely can't do the nomad thing in my car. My car's falling apart, so I don't think it would make it that far. Alright, I'm gonna run into Seasons, grab some Monster, use the restroom, and then we'll be on our way. Just give me a couple minutes. There's only one person watching right now. You've never heard of Buc-ee's? What? How have you never heard of Buc-ee's? Oh my goodness. Alright, you should. I've heard of the Piggly Wiggly, but I've never been to one. Because when I've been in Florida, it's mostly Publix around where I was living. But yeah, Buc-ee's is a gas station, but it's this like massive gas station. And there's like a whole like subculture around Buc-ee's. It's crazy. But like they are these massive gas stations that have like a bunch of gas pumps. And I mean, I don't really care about the number of gas pumps as long as there's enough that I have the ability to get gas when I need gas. But they also have like really, really good food, and they have nice bathrooms too, which I know is like a weird flex, but for like a rest stop type, well, you're technically it's not a rest stop because you can't. They actually have signs like all over their parking lot saying that you can't sleep there, and they actually do come and knock on your door. I've seen people that are like traveling post about it, like videos on YouTube and stuff. But yeah, they're these like really big gas stations, and they're very clean, and like they also usually will have like a store in them too that's like not just like the regular convenience store of a gas station. Like they sell merchandise, they sell like all kinds of stuff. It's crazy. Like I wish we had one near where I live, but we don't. But yeah, I very much like their food. Sometimes they can be a little expensive for their food, but I've never had anything from their like food like their food things that I did not like. So I I would definitely pay the money for their food if I could afford it. Like you know what I mean? Like if obviously like if you're like pinching pennies and you on the struggle bus and you need the money for gas, like, and you have food, like, then obviously like don't spend $1 billion. I don't. There might be one in St. Augustine now. I know that there's one in Daytona. It's like right where 95 meets 495. I'm sorry, I-4. By like, because if you come from Orlando and you come off I-4 and then like you like get onto 95 North, like it's like right there. I'm not sure if there's one in St. Augustine, but I haven't been to Florida. Well, I haven't driven through Florida since spring of 2023. So if there is one, it might be new. Sodas and Powerade. Yeah, they actually have their own like soda flavors and brands too that are like made with like pure sugar or real sugar or something like that. I don't remember. I've tried their soda like once, but I don't know. I didn't like. I'm not. I don't usually get soda when I go to like convenience stores unless it's like bottled. But yeah, the soda that I did try that day was actually pretty good though. But like they have really good like brisket sandwiches, and they have like they have pretty good fudge. Their Buc-ee's nuggets or beaver nuggets or whatever they're called are really good. And I don't know where else to get something similar. I really wish I did. Actually, one time I was at Five Below and I saw something really similar, but it wasn't called the same thing, obviously. But it was actually pretty good. Pretty close in flavor to the beaver nuggets. But man, now I want to go to Buc-ee's. All right, I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom and grab some Monster. And then we will head to Newport. Is this in New York City? No, I'm not in New York City. I'm in Massachusetts, but I'm about to drive to Rhode Island. $450 for the base model with exclusive packs to plus Mario Kart World is $550. Why is it so difficult to know what the price is? I don't know. They probably don't want to tell people what the price is. Probably just want to advertise it to get people to buy it. Heron area. I don't know where that is. Locks of Love. I was gonna donate my hair to Locks of Love, and then it was in my storage unit, and I shaved my head a couple years ago, and I kept the hair because I wanted to donate it, but I ended up not being able to. Oh my god, I'm cold. I'm so sick of the cold. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. Yeah, shut up. Car's always yelling at me about something. Ooh, that exhaust smell, man. Tis terrible. Come on, guys. Keep up with the snap streaks. Why am I getting... Why is he added to my... I don't want it. Somebody I used to work with is added to my... Actually, one of my old bosses is added to my... Oh, I forgot it's after the first. Is added to my Snapchat for some reason. And, I for sure don't want to talk to him, so that's interesting. I don't need gas. Getting air in my tires. I don't want to do that either. It's cold out. And the air machine at this gas station is hit or miss. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's really annoying. But the air machine at the place across the street works better, and I don't want to destroy my tire, so I really should get air in my tire as much as I really don't want to. Like, it's not that, I don't know, I hate that my tire is constantly leaking air. It's super annoying. I feel like my back hurts. Like my shoulder and my back hurt. So yeah, I went to the store to buy Monster, and I didn't buy Monster, but I ended up finding this. It's Built Milk again. This is a different flavor. So I've tried the chocolate. I've tried the strawberry. I really liked the chocolate. The strawberry, at first I liked it, but then after a little while, it was sweeter than regular strawberry milk, so I think that's what was throwing me off about it. And I drank it, but I'd probably buy it again, but it's definitely not my favorite. This one, again, like the other ones, is 20 grams of protein, 0 grams of sugar, 90 calories. I'm trying to see, refrigerator after opening. I'm trying to find where it says the total caffeine, 60 milligrams of caffeine per can. 1 gram of carbs, no fiber, so just 1 gram of carbs. Yeah, no fat. But this one is cookies and cream, so I wonder how this one's gonna be. It's probably, I shook it a little bit, so it's probably gonna like explode all over my hand. Yep. Oh, gross. What? Alright, the stuff that like squirted out on top of the can, like literally tastes like melted cookies and cream ice cream. That's crazy. It literally tastes like cookies and like melted cookies and cream ice cream, just less thick. Like, cause obviously ice cream's kind of thick when it's melted, but like it's like the same flavor, just a different texture, a thickness, and with no chunks, obviously. Which I think if there was chunks in this, I'd be kind of grossed up. But wow, that's actually really good. As of right now, I think this is like, I like this one probably more than the chocolate one. I don't know. I mean, obviously, like if I keep drinking it, I might eventually not like it. I don't know, but we'll see. I don't know. As of right now, I like it as much as I like the chocolate one, if not more. I would definitely buy this one again. Like 100%. I like it a lot. Hi, Brian. Does it say Brian? Yeah, it says Brian. Sorry. I don't have my glasses on. Aww. Newport's not busy anymore. Where is busy? Down in Hyannis is, no, not Hyannis. Like Dennis and Brewster down the Cape are busy. I'm not driving all the way down there. By the time I get there, they're gonna be dead. Up by Boston is busy. I don't want to go there either. Attleboro is busy. I don't know how long they're gonna be busy for though. Whereas I know what places in Newport are open because I dash there a lot. I don't know. First things first, I need to go get air in my tire. Oh, and it's starting to rain. That's fantastic. I love how people just like drive behind you when you were clearly backing up. This person. It's a woman driver. That explains a lot. I can say that because I am a woman driver. I will admit that most women are terrible drivers. Okay, one thing I don't like about that water bottle that I didn't say it on this live feed, but I said it on the other live feed I did earlier. The thing I don't like about this water bottle is when there's ice in it, it's like clank, 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 clank. It's really annoying. But yeah, I really need to clean out my car, like ASAP. Finally, the weather's starting to get warmer, which will make it easier to do. Because when the weather is cold as balls, it's not. It's 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock where? Somewhere? No, it's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Sorry. Yeah, when the weather's really cold, I don't want to clean my. So that's why my car looks like such a mess. because I've just kind of been like tossing stuff in and pulling stuff out and tossing stuff in and pulling stuff out, and I haven't really been like cleaning it, and I need to clean it. I actually the other day went through and cleaned my mom's entire car for her, and like I vacuumed it out and like cleaned everything and then cleaned her seats and wiped everything down, and then I was like, maybe I'll do mine the next day. That didn't happen. It's not 12 o'clock here. It's where I am. It's 22:51, so 10:51. I don't want to get out of the car because I just turned the heat on in the car and I'm nice and warm. Like, I'm not warm yet, but I'm warmer than I was. I'll throw another jacket on, but I only have like a thin fleece sweater on right now, so I'll put on like an actual college info from Get Potential. Stop fucking sending me shit. I know when you get emails from like companies you don't want emails from, or you don't care. Cheap viewers on streambo.com. I don't know what streambo.com is. I don't want to pay for views. I feel like that's cheating. Plus, also, it's against YouTube. I'm not sure where that comment came from. Oh. That comment came from Twitch. I was gonna say, because that's against, from what I understand, it's against YouTube's policies or community whatevers or some shit. It's against the rules for the YouTubes, from what I understand. I looked into it about at one point about getting watch time up, but then I was just like, nah. I've had my specific channel for since 2011, so 21, 22, 5, so 14 years, a little over 14 years, and because of that, I don't think it's worth the risk to have the possibility of it getting taken down. So I'm not going to do things like that. On Twitch, I really don't care because I mean, yeah, it'd be cool if I get more followers on Twitch, but I know that Twitch is more for gaming and stuff. I know some people do other stuff on Twitch from what I understand, but I don't really know. Like right now I'm streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Unless TikTok didn't remove my streaming ban. Because I know for a while I had a thing that was like a violation on TikTok, and I was pissed about it. Because it said I violated community guidelines for gambling. And I'm like, bro, I don't even gamble, so I don't know what you're talking about. And I went and actually looked at what stream they were talking about when I was live streaming. And it was, I don't know, a couple months ago when I was live streaming, I was playing a game on my phone. It was like Dice Dreams or something like that. It's like literally a free app that like a small child could download as long as their parents let them, type thing. And it's literally like you don't have to pay for it, it's free, and you just roll the dice and you get like earn coins or whatever, and then you use those coins to like build up your little village or that dice board or whatever until like that one's completed, and then you move on to the next one. Like, that's not gambling. I mean, how is that gambling? But yet I've seen live streams on TikTok where people are doing scratch tickets. That is gambling. Like, how is that okay? But me playing a stupid game on my phone, not? I don't know. I appealed their violation, but I never actually like went back to check to see if it was lifted. Hold on, let me see if I can see. Do I have TikTok on this phone? Because I don't want to like screw up the live stream on that phone. But hold on, I'll check to see if I have the TikToks on this phone. I don't know if I do or not. I thought I did, but TikTok. Oh, I do. Intellectual property policy update. We are updating our policy to further improve the protection and enforcement of intellectual property on TikTok. Here are policy for more details. Yeah, I'm good. Oh, I have 1,826 followers on TikTok now. That's nice. Alright, hold on. Where do I go for TikTok? I don't really know how to use TikTok very well. Oh, I've lost 4 followers. Oh, okay. That's fine. 43 post views, 1 like, and then tools. Alright, in the last 28 days, I've had 980 total views on my lives, 0 new followers, and 8 comments. That's cool. Up to 40%. 0 diamonds. What are even diamonds? Like, I don't understand how this stuff works. I don't know. Check out your live recap. Yeah, I don't feel like looking at that right now. I will view the analytics though, because I'm curious. Oh, that reminds me. I need to schedule more posts for YouTube, because as of right now, I have posts scheduled up until I think the 9th. 120 hours of live streams, 1.1 thousand views, more non-followers than followers, mostly from the United States, mostly male, and 35% are 55 plus. Interesting. I didn't realize that people 55 plus were on TikTok. Oh, I mean, I guess they would be. That makes sense. Most active time is like 1 a.m. apparently. Interesting. Traffic sources, live recommendations, following others, your posts, shares. Sorry about that. My phone decided to overheat. So post restricted. I have 2 recent posts that didn't follow guidelines. What the fuck? Unavailable to audiences under 18. Unavailable. So why? What is wrong with it? TikTok's fucked. Find it funny how a video unsafe conduct. This content contains depictions, instructions for, or explanations of dangerous stunts by non-professionals. How the fuck is driving in the snow a dangerous stunt by non-professionals? Yes, well, I guess technically I am a professional driver because I get paid to drive around and deliver shit. However, yeah, I'm fucking appealing that because, I feel like that's ridiculous. Because I drove in the snow to go to work for a position that I was, what's that word called? Where you like don't have a choice but to go. This contains explicit of age this content contains explicit of age consumption of alcohol, tobacco, or other drug use. Wait, what video is that? I highly doubt it because I don't smoke. So, which video is it? Posted January 16th. Fuck TikTok, seriously. Where is it? Wait, when is this it? Well, if it's this video, this one is about drinking, but the music is not available. Wait a minute, the music is not available. Oh, they probably blocked the fucking music. This one, they blocked the music too. I'm trying to figure out from lip reading what I'm listening to. I don't know, I can't tell. Dang, they muted 3 of them? What is this one? Oh, why did they do it for that one? Now I want to listen to that song. Oh, what's the name of that song? Now I have to Google it because I don't even know the name of that song. I think it's... it's Hey Boy, Hey Girl Up by Upchurch. What the fuck? Why did they... The only thing I can think of for that is like content. I don't know, the copyright shit. Cookies sweatshirt. I really don't want to get out and put air in my tire in the rain, so I'm probably just not gonna. I'm really mad about those violations though. That's really annoying. Oh yeah, I remember what I was trying to do. What was it? I was trying to see. Because I don't understand what the diamonds thing is on TikTok. I don't really understand TikTok in general. Shotguns. Damn it, I don't know. Oh, I got 8 cents in monetization. What's it from? Woo! I got 8 cents from TikTok. I've never heard of the 7-Up movie. Alright, I'm gonna start driving towards Newport, especially if I'm not getting air in my tire. Oh my god. I don't want to, like, turn the... I have, like, the AC on right now, and it's 43 degrees out. The AC is on so that way my stupid phone doesn't overheat. Because it's dumb, and it does that. So it tells me to go into this screen to look at my 8 cents, and then it doesn't actually let me go into it. Okay. Because that makes sense. Okay. Where? How do I need to actually go be productive and stop looking at this dumb shit. Alright, it says my estimated balance. Coins 25, estimated balance 8 cents US dollars. Okay, but like, what's it from? Oh, weekly mission rewards. 1 diamond. Per life mission rewards, 1 diamond. Weekly mission rewards added, 5 diamonds. Oh, okay. That's what it is. Yeah, but what? It says I purchased March. I don't remember purchasing that. But okay. Interesting. I don't, again, really understand how this works. Programs free. Video gifts, creator rewards program. Creator. See, that's the thing. Like, I don't understand how TikTok's monetization works. Like, for me, YouTube is makes a lot more sense because with YouTube, it's just like 4,000 watch hours or like, I don't know, a billion shorts views, and then it's like I think you need 1,000 subscribers or some crap. I don't know, but like it's not the same as like TikTok. I don't know. TikTok just seems a lot more complicated and I don't really understand it. I mean, part of that's probably just my own stupidity or whatever, but I don't know. I'm just stupid. Sorry. I need to stop. Wait, why can't I like this? Oh, I can. Okay, wait, what am I looking at? I don't even know. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't want to be on here though. I want to be on YouTube Music. YouTube Music, where are you? Sorry guys, please. Whoa! So right now I just went to look at like my YouTube Studio app, and it shows me my total subscribers right now are 666. What a coincidence that I happen to look right when it's that. Interesting. I'm hoping by the end of the month to be at 1,000 subscribers. Hoping. And 4,000 watch hours, but I highly doubt that's gonna happen. Just because getting the watch hours is a long process. Well, you need 4,000 watch hours within the year, so, but it's like a rolling year, so, and I didn't really start posting like super frequently on YouTube until late last spring, early last summer, I think, if I remember correctly. Actually, no, it might have been July. I think it was from like June or July that I started posting like frequently on YouTube. And then after somebody very close to me passed away, I kind of took a break from YouTube just because I was not mentally okay. And because of that, I didn't really post anything for a while. And then I ended up a few months later starting to post again. So I feel like if I had actually been consistent throughout the entire time, I probably would have possibly be closer to 4,000 watch hours now. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm just hoping with the next couple months to be at 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know if it'll happen, but it'd be cool. Sure be cool if it did. Alright. Alright. Starting to drive to Newport. Shocking between like me. Oh, that's a little loud. Sorry, I'm listening to music, but it's in my hearing aids. So if you randomly hear me start singing, I'm sorry. Especially the fact that you don't get to hear the music too. But if I played the music for you guys, I would get copyright shit. So I'm sorry. I can't play the music for you, I don't think. Please forgive me. It's really annoying when I go back and look at my old lives and it's like, oh, we had to stop this live because rah. Oh, DoorDashing in the rain kind of fun. I need to get a raincoat. The song, like, as soon as I realized what song was in that from, like, reading my lip syncing, like, from reading my lips from, because they muted the video, and then I'm just like, ah, shit, now I want to listen to that song. It's called a Hey Boy, Hey Girl, or Hey Girl, Hey Boy, I don't know, from Upchurch. It's a country song. Sorry if I don't check the chat right now. I'm driving and it's raining, so highway plus rain does not equal reading chat. Sorry. I hope y'all understand. I'd rather not die. Not that you guys aren't important. It's just I'll read it when I stop. Yeah, you can crawl my ass all you want. Doesn't mean I'm gonna go any faster. I hate it when people kill you, especially when it's in a whole open lane that they can pass it. Oh, you weren't busy again. Yay. You're in such a hurry to get past me, and then you're just taking out exit anyway. It's gonna take 30 minutes to get there. We'll be talking Tennessee tonight. I don't know if they said bench boy or bitch boy, but it sounded like bitch boy. It's like I don't know if he had. He's like talking about a breakup or something. I don't know, but he's talking about the guy that the girl's dating now. And he's like, maybe he has those softer, and it sounded like he said bitch boy hands. it's 37 degrees out now. We dropped 10 degrees. Woo! Even better. Come on, spring. Please, sprung. Can't wait for summer. In a perfect world, I would like to not be in the north next winter, but I feel like that's probably not going to happen. Oops, my bad. I need to clean my windshield. It's like a glare on me. I think it's on the inside though. Vodka and Red Bull. Ew. Red Bull's gross. Back when like Red Bull vodka was a thing at bars and shit, I used to not drink Red Bull vodka even still. I used to drink Red Bull Monster. Unless the bar I was at didn't have Monster and I was already a little intoxicated. I don't really drink anymore though. Not that I don't drink, I just don't drink like I used to. I mean, part of the reason for that though is because of the fact that I drive a lot. So obviously I can't be drinking and then driving. It's not safe. It's not a good idea. Sorry if you randomly see my hand in front of the camera. It's because I'm trying to see like how hot the air is coming out my defroster. Because I'd rather my phone not overheat again. Because it's annoying. I gotta find a way to like have it further back in the car, but still going out the window. If that makes sense. Because like I know in the summer my phone was constantly overheating. Even when I had the AC cranking, it would still overheat. That specific phone. So if I want to be live streaming shit in the summer, I'm gonna have to figure that out. I got a cool like phone holder thing off of the TikTok shop. Yeah, I know. I bought something off the TikTok shop. I don't know. It was like I don't know. I want to say it was like $4 or $5, and I was like, that looks pretty useful if it does what it says it does. So, and then there was like a coupon or something. I don't know. I ended up paying. I think like with shipping, I think because I think shipping was like I don't know, $10 or something like that. Shipping costs more than the actual thing costs. But I tried it the other day when I was DoorDashing when the live stream was coming out the side window. I was using that, and it worked really well to hold the phone. It just on a windshield it would work like if you're live streaming maybe on like wide angle facing like into the car, but if you're trying to face it out of the car, it wouldn't work right. Unless you're doing landscape mode, like if you're gonna record in landscape mode or something, then it would work just fine. But just because of the angle of it, portrait mode, it doesn't, because where the camera is and where the suction cup for it is, it gets in the way. And then to have it like specifically pointed at the driver, well, actually, depending on how you stick it, you might be able to. At least in my mom's car, I couldn't. In my car, because I don't think my windshield is as angled as hers. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it is. I haven't tried it in my car, but I don't know. I thought it was pretty. I thought it worked actually pretty well. I thought it was like a total gimmicky thing, like like buy this off the TikTok shop. Like I thought it was gonna be Temu-ish, but it actually has a really good suction cup, and you can like clean the suction cup off, and it will continue being sticky. So that's actually really good, and I was quite impressed. So I liked it. I forget what it was called. I have the box in the car right now. Because I kept the box, because the box also comes with like this like plate that you can stick on something to make a smooth surface. But the other side of the plate has like a sticky side, but I don't think that sticky side is like spongy, so like I don't think it would work to like stick it on your dashboard. I think it would only work to like put it on like say a textured wall or something maybe. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I didn't even know that was gonna come with it, so it is what it is. But so far it's worked great. And it comes with a real wrench so like you can adjust. Again, like I said earlier, if anybody's new to the live stream or if anybody's even watching, because I can't see from here, but I can't read the comments right now because I am dreading and it's raining and I'm on the highway and I'd rather not die. So, but I will check the comments when I stop. So, yeah. I'm almost to 195, so that's pretty cool. Making our way south. sounds like it's big drops hitting the screen. I mean, hitting the windshield. So I was watching this video earlier today on YouTube. It was like a really old video, but it was this person driving, and then they were driving on the highway, and there was like an accident or something up ahead. It looked like police or something. I don't know. So they like lightly touched their brakes, and I think they were probably going to switch lanes or something. And they lightly touched the brakes, and their car just started spinning out of control. And then their car like rolled 7 times. And the guy ended up getting out and like walking away, but like his dash cam caught all of it. I mean, clearly his dash cam was like fastened well, because the dash cam did, like, I think the dash cam fell at one point during the flipping, but it was crazy. Like, damn. I'm glad the guy got out and was able to walk away, but it's crazy. Accidents, man. This is the right exit. So tomorrow I'm gonna try to get up early-ish. I don't know, maybe I just won't sleep. Probably get more done if I don't sleep, but I know if I don't sleep I'm gonna be like extra tired, and I think tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday, so DoorDash will be busier tomorrow than it is today, but I don't know. So I probably should sleep tonight, but I was thinking if I didn't sleep tonight, then I'd be able to get up earlier. Well, I wouldn't have to get up because I'd already be up, and I'd be able to just go and do shit that I have to do tomorrow, but I don't know. So first thing I want to do tomorrow is try to go to one of the campuses for my school and try to figure out the academic appeal thing. But it's like a form I have to print, so I can't even do it at home because I don't have a printer. So I have to either go to, actually no, because even if I go to, she's like, go to the Plymouth campus. Like, yeah, that's closer, but if I go to the Plymouth campus, I still can't do shit because it's not, what do you call it? It's not like a regular school campus. Like, I can't, it's not like a school campus with like a computer lab that you can just freely access and log in and like do your stuff. Like, I don't know. The last time, I don't know. Going to some, like, I don't even know if there is a printer there. No, there is a printer, but I don't know how to print to it. Like, the last time I tried to print to it, I had to like have something. I had to like email whatever the documents were to my teacher and have my teacher print it because I couldn't print it. Apparently students don't have printing privileges, or apparently I didn't. I don't know. Because I even had like the teacher help me because sometimes I'm not technology savvy. So I don't know. But I'm about to cross over into Rhode Island. Oh, according to the GPS, I already crossed over the border. I don't know if I actually have. I haven't seen the Welcome to Rhode Island sign yet. How else am I not just? I also might just have not been looking for it. I thought it was like up close to this hill. Yeah, it's up there on the hill. There's like far into it, not far, but like further into Rhode Island than I would expect it to be. I don't know if you can see it on the video, probably not, but like it's up ahead on top of this hill that we're coming up on. Like where those red, where the taillights are ahead of me. Almost there, almost there. Discover beautiful Rhode Island. Yeah, depends on what part of Rhode Island. Some parts of Rhode Island are actually really nice, very pretty. However, other parts of Rhode Island, not so much. Like Kentucky. I mean, I'm sure there's some nice parts of Kentucky, but I don't know. And like, Newport's beautiful. Most parts of Newport are beautiful. Some areas aren't, like, they're not bad, but they're not as, like, picturesque. But yeah, so I'll probably gonna have to go to the main campus tomorrow, which means an hour and a half drive. An hour and a half drive. Well, probably about an hour and a half drive now. And then it's gonna take me like another half hour from there. So an hour and a half each way, so that's what, 3 hours of driving for just to fill out a freaking paper. With the hope, I'm still mad. I'm going to be mad for a really long time. Like, cause I can almost guarantee you, if I check my school email right now, my advisor still hasn't responded to me. I can almost guarantee you. Mercedes-Benz of Tiverton. I wonder how much one of those sprinters are. Probably anomaly getting kidney. Too bad you can't actually give a kidney in order to get a vehicle. No, I might need that later. But, yeah, and even if they do approve it, because I didn't do it yesterday or today, whatever, it's not tomorrow yet, technically, because I didn't do it on Wednesday, they're probably going to be like, nah, sorry, you didn't get it done in time. And I'm going to be like, well, if you people had told me that I need to do this shit, like, weeks ago, months ago, it would have been nice. I don't know. And part of the reason why I'm taking statistics is because statistics is accepted for a few of the majors that I was looking at that school. So, which one of the majors was nursing. However, in order to do nursing there, I don't know if it's the same at every school, it might be, but in order to do nursing there, you have to like have like multiple COVID boosters. And like, I don't want multiple COVID boosters. Like, why do I need that? Oh, the pretty bird just blew in green today. But like, I don't want to get multiple. I mean, like, I've had what, 3 COVID shots already, or 4. I don't know. I got like the regular, whatever the prescribed dosage was for like the normal shots that everybody was supposed to get or whatever. And then I ended up getting like one of the boosters like a year later. But I haven't gotten any more since then because I don't feel the need to, because it's not as rampant as it was before. I just realized I'm going 5 miles per hour with this speed. Oh, and then now this person is literally at my bum. Thank you. You're speeding, sir. Anyway, yeah, so that, part of me feels like it's probably going to be like that with any nursing program, though, because you're going to have to, like, get all kinds of extra shots and stuff that you probably don't want. So, I don't know. I mean, I get the flu shot every year, but that's because I'm just generally prone to getting sick. Although, I got the flu shot this year, then I caught COVID. So, I don't know. But I also hadn't gotten COVID in, like 3 years, 2 years. Because I got COVID in 20. I don't think I got it. If I remember correctly, I didn't get it in 2020, but I got it in early 2021, and and then I got it in early 2022, and then I think I had it towards the end of 2022 as well. But I was also like struggling health-wise towards the end of 2022. So, but yeah, I don't know. So yeah, and then I didn't get it again until this spring. Well, like this February, I got it in 2025. So I mean, I went like 3 years without catching it. So, which is pretty good because I have a shit immune system. So for me not to catch something for 3 years, that's crazy. I don't know, maybe the booster that I'd gotten wore off by then, I don't know. But I mean, I assume they want you to have like other stuff, which I've gotten other extra shots because of jobs that I've had, like hepatitis and stuff. Because jobs I've had didn't require it, but they suggested it. And because it's a vaccine that's been around forever, I didn't really feel like there was that much of a risk in it. And also it would prevent me from catching it from one of the patients, or make me less likely to catch it from one of the patients if I came in contact with it. So I thought it was a good idea. However, I'm just not multiple more COVID booster shots. I think mainly the reason why I'm so skeptical about it is because of the fact that we don't really know the long-term effects of it. Like 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, well, 5 years maybe down the road, but like 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 100, like, I don't know, whatever, like, because it hasn't been around as long, I feel like it's more of an unknown. I don't know, maybe I'm just being paranoid, but I don't know. Also, the nursing program is probably hard to get into. I don't know, most schools it is. And there's a bunch of prereqs I'd have to take. So, like, I don't even know what I would have to put as, like, a major while I'm taking prereqs. I don't really understand how all that works. But, I don't know. I'm contemplating giving, like, if I can't find a 4-year school, I may give AMT another try in the fall. And if it doesn't go well, then what do you call it? Wow, I'm having a brain fart, sorry. Then maybe try to switch to nursing. But at that point, my GPA will probably be complete shit, and they'll be like, no. Sorry, but no. And I'll be like, okay, cool, bye. And then just leave. Go to a different school, I guess. I don't know. Because, like, a lot of nursing programs around here are pretty competitive. I don't know. Like, I just find aviation maintenance more interesting, or aviation in general more interesting than healthcare. However, I do find healthcare really interesting, but with aviation, you can travel. I mean, I guess you could be a travel nurse, but it's different. It's not the same as aviation. Like, because if you work for like a major airline, then you generally can fly with that airline for free. So like anytime you have time off, you can just go and fly and travel and do whatever. And also AMTs make pretty good money. So not only would I be doing something that I find interesting and then be able to travel, I'd also be making somewhat decent money compared to like most regular jobs. I don't know. just like contemplating life right now. What is life? What is the point of all this? What's your speed? Oh wow, I was actually going the speed limit. Wow. Usually when I pass those what's your speed signs, I'm like, uh-oh, and I'm actually going a little more than I should be. See, it's 35 there in this one. Oh no, it's 35 here too. I think the Tylenol I took earlier is wearing off. My hips are killing me. I don't know why my hips have been hurting so bad lately. Like my hips, my knees, but especially my hips. I need a new car. I saw. Oh, they have a Ford Transit. What is that? Sportsman's Auto Sales. Yeah, but did that Transit Connect have doors? I have windows. If I get one, I want one with no windows. Portsmouth. Why don't he like push the text? Portsmouth Auto Sales. Cool. Hopefully it actually works. Yay, my phone wasn't being stupid. Where is it sending me? Vanderbilt Lane. Damn, was everything down here named after the Vanderbilt? It's like a Vanderbilt hotel. I'm pretty sure the Vanderbilt have like one of the mansions are from the Vanderbilts, I think. I don't remember which one though. Do the Vanderbilts have a mansion in Newport, Rhode Island? No, don't give me directions. I don't want. I hate that when it does that. Like I asked my watch a question and instead of like just give me a yes or no answer, yes, it's this mansion, or no, it's no. It just tries to give me directions somewhere. That's the police. I don't need directions. I need. Why is it sending me down that road? What? No, we're not driving around going down random places and shit. That's not happening. Alright, let's switch on dash now. Okay, we dash now. I don't know where I am. Apparently if I follow this road straight, I will come to Wendy's. Okay. I know where Wendy's is, so that makes sense. I wonder if the Vanderbilts do have those. Now I'm like really honestly curious. Do the Vanderbilts have a mansion in Newport, Rhode Island? Yes, the Vanderbilt family had, thank you for the high beam bright ass headlights. Yes, the Vanderbilt family had multiple opulent homes in Newport, Rhode Island, including the famous The Breakers and Marble House, which are now open to the public as museums. Oh shit, the Breakers and the Marble House were there? I don't think I've been to the Marble House, but I've definitely been to the Breakers. Oh, there's a whole list. I can't read that while driving, but so we're gonna switch back to the DoorDash. Opulent. Why would you have multiple mansions? Well, I guess like if the family's a big family and it's like instead of like having your entire extended family like living in one mansion, which you could probably all fit in, why not each family, like each little subgroup of family have their own big ass mansion? So it's like a bunch of siblings instead of living in one mansion all together, like all get their own mansions. That's a waste. I don't know. However, I love my brother. I don't know if I'd want to share a mansion with him. I don't know, if it's a big ass mansion, like multiple wings and stuff, yeah, I'd probably be willing to. But like a regular house, I don't know. Sometimes we don't get along very well, so we can hide each other's nerves. We're both stubborn. But like, if it's, you know, like a big thing with like big, like huge sections that like you just, I don't know. I would like to actually go down. I think it's run by like the Newport Historical Society. Like, I remember when I was a kid, my dad had like a membership, like a family member will actually still live in them. Some of, from what I understand, people live in parts of them, but like certain parts of it will be open to the public, but then like the rest of it is still being lived in by like museums now. But they're actually really pretty. I don't know, when I do the cliff walk, I walk by a lot of them. I really want to find my gimbal, because although last time I put my phone on a gimbal, like the gimbal wasn't like acting right. I think my phone was too heavy for it, which is weird. My old phone it worked just fine on, so I don't know. And it didn't seem like that much lighter of a phone. But either way, I would like to find my gimbal, and if I can find it and I'm able to use it with my phone, it would make my walking videos better and more stable. So the only thing I hate about like when I do videos while I'm walking, it's like they're all shaky and annoying, which is why I'll do like small segments and then like small segments of video, and then I'll go back and like edit it and add them all together instead of just doing like one video of a walk type thing. I don't know. I just wish that it was easier, I guess. I don't really want to go to this Wendy's though, because Wendy's honestly pisses me off most of the time. What else? 7-Eleven. We got Ma's Donuts. Go ahead, Taco Bell. Directions. I mean, I know how to get there, but I don't know. The Wendy's just annoys me. Every time I go there, I don't know. They don't seem to understand what you're saying through the speaker, and then I don't know. The other day they gave me the wrong food. Wait, was it Wendy's that gave me the wrong food? No, it was Taco Bell that gave me the wrong food. But yeah, Wendy's. Usually, I don't know. I feel like they have an attitude. Some restaurants aren't very nice to DoorDash drivers. I don't really understand why. It's like, dude, I'm just doing my job. You just need to do your job. You give me the food. I bring it to the people. Problem solved. You don't need to have an attitude about it. Be nice. Yeah, so what I would really like to find, I think, is either an affordable, smallish SUV with decent gas mileage, or a smallish cargo van like the Ram City ProMaster, whatever the fuck it's called, or the oh, I forgot those were closed over here. Looks closed. Good. Or like the crap. What's it called? Oh, yellow light. Oh, or like the excuse me, Ford Transit Connect, or Nissan 200, and then the other one is the Chevy City. I don't know. I forget what it's called. Chevy. I forget what it's called. But anyway, I just got an order for 7-Eleven. I'm leaning more towards like the Nissan 200, SV 200, or whatever the fuck it's called, or N200. I don't know. NV 200. I don't know. Or the Chevy. I want to say it's like Chevy City Express or Chevy Express City. Basically, they're the same thing. It's just different branding. But I don't think Chevy makes them anymore. I think Nissan still does. I'm not looking for anything brand new though, but I'd prefer something with lowish miles that's not an arm, leg, and a kidney. But even like the smaller cargo vans are like stupid expensive. But I'm being kind of picky about it because I want one with no windows. I saw the other day there was, where was it? I don't remember where it was. I saw it online though. That one of the car dealerships, they have a Ford Transit, like a full-size Ford Transit. I don't remember which model it was, or if it even said, but it had no windows, and it was like only 15 grand. And now 15 grand is more than I wanted to. Well, it might have been 15.9, so it was like 16 grand, which 16 grand is more than I want to spend on a car or vehicle, whatever. However, that is really cheap for what it was, and it like didn't have insane miles either, which to me tells me that there's probably something wrong with it. Either that or like the dealer just wants to get rid of it. I don't really know, but part of me really wants to go get that. But the thing is, like, it has like not great gas mileage. I assume, I don't really know what the gas mileage is for it, but I'm assuming it's somewhere in the teens, whereas I'm looking for something that has gas mileage in like the 20s to 30. So like, I know, for example, the Ford Transit Connect has very similar gas mileage to my car, and which is why like I want something around that size, because it's similar gas mileage to my car. My car gets, depending on how I drive it and depending on how long I sit with it just running, usually gets, like, if I'm actually driving the entire time and not just sitting with my car idling, and I'm not like driving crazy, I'm actually driving like the speed limit, using cruise control, yada yada yada, that type of stuff, it actually gets like on average, like upper 20s to like mid to low 30s for gas mileage, which is pretty good for, I don't know, in my opinion, it's pretty good. I have seen it even higher for average gas mileage, but that was when I was driving cross country, and it was literally just like an entire tank of gas just driving cruise control on the same road. So, I mean, you're not flooring it, you're not braking, you're not, you're just going straight through, and that's why it was such good gas mileage. But on average, like with city and highway mix, especially if it's mostly highway, I get pretty decent gas mileage with my car. So I would like to get something similar to that. But really like to get the Ford Transit. And it's a high roof one too. And like I said, if I remember correctly, it had no windows, like anywhere. It made me like, and it wasn't. The payments would be like really high, and because I DoorDash, like driving that for DoorDash would suck. Like imagine somebody like a DoorDash driver pulling up to your house in a fucking Ford Transit van, like a big ass. Oh, it was just like a patch on the road, but I thought it was something actually like on the road. Yeah, I don't know. If I did that, I'd want to find like some sort of regular job, at least for a while, to like be able to make bigger payments towards it. So like try to pay it down faster. So that way I wouldn't have to worry about the payments. Like for example, if my payment's 300, like if I got like a really decent paying job and say my payments are like $400 a month, if I could pay like $500 a month instead, or like $600 a month, whatever. If I pay a couple hundred extra, then I'm gonna pay it down sooner, which means then I could travel sooner. I don't know. But anyway, I have to go into this store to get DoorDash stuff. I'll be right back.